everybody, this is Carrie. Thanks for coming back to my channel, Finding Value. This week we are doing a 15-minute declutter. I'm excited for this one, but a little nervous because, as you know, I am decluttering 52 spaces in my home this year, so I have a whole running list of all the places I've decluttered so far, all the places that are in my future to declutter, and trying to find items that are besides that is a little hard. So we are going to be digging into a few spaces that I maybe already have decluttered and another item has caught my eye and I know that I can get rid of that. And also just really quick decisions, maybe pulling out one or two items that I know are either garbage, trash, or we absolutely don't need it, and pulling those out of the areas that I will be decluttering in the future this year. First place I want to start is in this bag that I've been storing some old journals and Bible study or other workbooks that I have done in the past that I no longer need to keep. So I'm going to go through this really quick and see what I can get rid of. Okay, so on my timer it says 2 minutes and 11 seconds, but that was just the decluttering part. I got a little interrupted by my daughter wanting to do some singing time since she saw the camera out, and I also got a little distracted by some of my journals. So that is something I'm going to put aside and do a little bit later. So I do have a few workbooks here that I have decided I no longer need. I'm going to look through my journals a little bit later, and I may or may not be adding to this pile with my journals. Next on my list is my daughter Addison's room. She's 4. She is kind of starting to get to have her size 4 clothes be a little bit too small, maybe moving into that size 5. So I should be able to look through her clothes and realize which ones we used a lot and which ones we did not, and at least pull out the ones that we did not to get rid of. Okay, I spent only 3 minutes in my daughter's room, found 3 pairs of tights that I don't think she's ever worn, and 4 dresses, although I think they're actually super cute. My daughter has just gotten a lot of dresses from other people, and so we're going to pass these ones along because we haven't used them very much. So I think I'm just going to take maybe 30 seconds or less to go through the electronics bin and see if there's anything that we don't need. So it's been almost 6 minutes now. Spent a little under a minute going through the electronics bin. The only thing that I found this Apple laptop box. I think we kept it because it came with this cord and we weren't using it right away. We've never used it in the years that we've owned it. And I asked my husband if we need to keep that. But definitely we don't need to keep this box. So I think I'm going to let that go. I have these 2 bins in front of me. This is where we keep extra swim gear, swim diapers, swimsuits my older daughter has grown out of that my other daughter will hopefully use someday. And then this is a swim bag that we actually carry around with us all summer. So I'm just going to look through these real quickly. I know I just got a new swimming suit. I can't remember if I decluttered my old one or not, so we may find that. I did get a new swimsuit cover-up, and I know I did declutter my old swimsuit cover-up. So we're just going to look through here and see what we find. We are starting at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Actually, I found more in that bin than I thought that I would. My old swimming suit. The swimming suit that is kind of worn. I don't think we'll pass that on to my second daughter. This one is more like a leotard. I don't think we'll use that for swimming. And then this one is too small for my younger daughter. So those are going to be gone. I also think too, these are the 2 swimming suits that my kids wore last year. Both are actually very worn. So we're starting at 8 minutes right now. That's pretty good, I think, because I'm already to some of my last things on the list. And so I'm going to run around the house and grab the items that I have noticed lately that I do want to get rid of. Of course, the part that I thought would be the easiest, finding those few items that I had already decided were leaving the house, was a little bit trickier than I thought. I could not find this book. My husband had moved it, but luckily he texted me right back. So it is called It's Not Supposed to Be This Way by Lisa TerKeurst. She's a Christian author, and it was a really good book. It comes with it can come with a workbook too. So if you're going through anything difficult and just kind of wanting to know where God is through all that, I think this would be really helpful. Or if you just like inspirational stories, I would recommend it. But I don't really reread books that often, so since I finished it, my husband actually read it too and loved it, well, we're going to let it go. I also have a couple binders of papers that are from way back more than 7 years ago. Don't need any of this stuff, so I am getting rid of this. I'll be shredding all this and recycling it. And then we have upgraded our food storage, so we are going to put these in the garage sale. The timer is saying we only have 5 minutes left. So one thing that I noticed when I was in my daughter's room is there are a lot of mismatched or unmatched socks that I am going to go through. I know that a lot of them have been unmatched for a while, so I'm going to make sure none of these ones have pairs, and I will be getting rid of the rest. So I was able to go through all the socks, match up the pairs. There were 4 pairs in there that I know are way too tiny, so we're going to get rid of these. And all of these that have been mismatched or unmatched, sorry, for a while. I did leave a few spares in there because I know I've seen those recently, and I'm sure they'll show up, or hopefully they will. You know what happens with socks, but these have been mismatched for a while, so we're going to throw these in the trash. Well, I think I'm done with every single thing that was on my original list, the things that I knew I could find items to declutter. So I have 2 minutes left. My clock says 12 minutes and 54 seconds. I think I'm just going to go and peek into a couple closets, walk through a couple rooms, see if I can find 1 or 2 or maybe more items that I think we can do without. 15 minutes are up, and I knew I didn't have too much time, so I just really looked quickly. I had seen this up above our china hutch that had been sitting there since Easter, and I knew we had some resurrection eggs that came in this, but I also know that my daughters decided to put them in a regular egg container, and I think that's what they got put away in, so we don't need this. We can recycle that. And I looked quick in the fridge, and then we had 2 mustards, and this one was upside down. There's like nothing in it, so I'm gonna get rid of this one, and we don't even have to buy a new one. We have another one in there, so I will show you now what we got rid of all together. I'm actually impressed for a 15-minute declutter. I am excited that we are taking this many items out of our home. So I filled up this ledge with all of the items that I've decided to declutter today. Some of these will be recycled, and some of them will go into our garage sale. And I guess mismatched socks and worn out swimming suits will probably have to go in the trash too. But all of these items will be leaving our home. I'm very excited about that. That really, when you think about it, probably fills up at least 2 dresser drawers, if not more. I counted all the items that I found in my 15-minute declutter, and there are 40 items. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe so that you can see the rest of my videos for this year where I am decluttering 52 spaces in my home. I think it's really inspiring to hear all of your decluttering stories, so I hope that I can add a little bit of inspiration and encouragement to your life. I also wanted to let you know that this video is a part of the Mega Motivation collaboration started by the Minimal Mom, and there are several YouTubers who are in this collaboration that deal with decluttering, organizing, and minimalism, and you can look below for that playlist and see a bunch of other wonderful videos from great YouTubers. Our theme this month was 15-minute declutter, so you'll be able to see a lot of different versions of the same style of video. I hope you enjoy them. Happy decluttering, everyone!